Ready? Okay. The last step is to put some clear finish on your project, alright? So with the clear finish, I will have other brushes. They don't look brown. Keep those over at this table. You can still keep the staining stuff over at the other table. With the finish, you don't want to shake it up. You read the directions on the side. For whatever reason, you don't have to shake this stuff up. Same thing though. Just take a little bit with your brush and start brushing it on. What this does is it protects the wood. The stain just changes the color of the wood. The finish will actually protect the wood. So you can put on a nice layer. You don't want to overdo it. You don't want it on too thick, but you don't want it on too thin either. Just nice and easy, and I like to kind of almost brush it out as I go. So you just kind of brush it on. Once again, you're going with the grain and brushing it on. What this will do is protect the wood from just the earth and all the stuff in it. It will also make it shiny. So you've got that going for you. Because the stain doesn't do that. The stain just changes the color. This you will not brush off unless you put it on way too thick, which I don't want. If it's on too thick where you can see it where it's still white, just go and start brushing it off, like with this brush. Don't go and try to wipe it off. You're not wiping off like you did. So you just want to brush it on like this. Now, you may or may not have time. If you get this all done today, it'll let it dry overnight. Okay, and then what the last step you'll do is you'll do the whole thing. And then when it's done, you will, it'll feel pretty good, but it won't be perfectly smooth. What you will do, can somebody go grab me a scrap piece of sandpaper? You have to let it dry for 24 hours. Obviously, this one has not dried for 24 hours. So if you put the finish on today, tomorrow you'll come back with a piece of sandpaper. Use the back side of the sandpaper. Not the rough part, the really smooth part. It almost has like a wax film on it. And what you would do is come over top of that and just lightly rub it. And it will make it really super duper smooth. If you use the sand side, you're going to scratch it all up and it's going to look horrible. But if you use the other side and you lightly rub it, and maybe you even take a piece of scrap wood and put it on there, and that'll help you keep it flat, it'll be really super duper smooth and really nice. If you can't get this done here at school, do it at home. Grab a piece of sandpaper with the back side and just rub it. And you lightly rub it, and it'll be perfectly smooth. Okay? Does that make sense? That's it. That's the last couple steps.